this EMF will be generated with the help of magnetic flux. For example, this is conductor. Okay, this is the conductor. Okay, then in which we have to move magnetic flux. Okay, then this magnetic flux linking with conductor, and at that instant electromotive force will be generated on conductor, that is EMF get induced in conductor. Okay, that type of EMF is called as induced EMF. Okay, then this induced EMF classify into two types, that is statically induced EMF and dynamically induced EMF. Statically means does not move, that means any type of rotation does not take place in statically, and dynamically in which moving take place, that means magnetic flux moving one side to another side is called as dynamically induced EMF. Okay, then first we have to explain dynamically induced EMF. Okay, that means conductor is moving in dynamically induced EMF. Then at that instant the conductor is moving, that magnetic flux is linking with moving conductor with stationary magnetic field, and at that instant flux linking take place and its change in its magnitude, the EMF get induced in conductor when conductor is moving position is called as dynamically induced EMF. For example, the example of dynamical induced EMF is DC generator. Okay, now this is the first type of the induced EMF is dynamically induced EMF, and their example is DC generator. Okay, then second type is statically induced EMF. Okay, then conductor is stationary, that is conductor is constant position and magnetic field is moving on conductor, then EMF get induced in conductor, then this type of induced EMF is called as stationary induced EMF. Okay, an example is transformer, that means dynamically induced EMF च example आहे DC generator आणि statically induced EMF च example आहे transformer. Okay, that means this is the difference between statically and dynamically. That means statically means that is constant position and dynamically means moving position. Now this is the just overview of the statically and dynamically induced EMF. Okay, and also in this type of induced EMF, the magnitude of induced EMF will be depends on direction of moving flux and also the status of conductor, that is conductor is moving position, conductor is stationary position. Now this is the just overview of the statically and dynamically induced EMF. Okay, now this is the just overview of the induced EMF. Okay, then we have to need exact concept of statically induced EMF. This is the diagram of statically induced EMF, but statically induced EMF is classified into two types, that is self-induced EMF and mutual induced EMF. Okay, now this is the two types of the statically induced EMF. That means in conductor, in statically induced EMF, conductor is stationary position and field is moving, that means magnetic field moving from one place to another place, and this type of EMF induced in conductor is called as statically induced EMF. And statically induced EMF is classified into first type is self-induced EMF and second one is mutual induced EMF. Okay, then this is the conductor is there, then magnetic field is passing through it. These are the magnetic flux. Okay, and this magnetic flux passes from one place to another place in conductor. Then EMF get induced in conductor, and this type of induced EMF is called as self-induced EMF. That means only conductor EMF, conductor induced EMF, that is called as self-induced EMF. Now this is the exact concept of self-induced EMF. That means in which we have to need, first one is conductor. Conductor is at stationary position. Then we have to pass magnetic flux, and this magnetic flux linking with conductor. Then EMF get induced in conductor, and finally current flowing through it. Okay, and this flowing current can be controlled with the help of variable resistance. That is, V is equal to, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay, now this is the Ohm's law. That is, voltage is directly proportional to the current and resistance, but resistance is connected. Okay, then resistance is equal to V upon I. Okay, that is, resistance increases, the value of resistance increases, then current will be decreases, because both are inversely proportional to each other. That is, resistance is inversely proportional to current. Okay, that means resistance increases, current decreases. Then resistance decreases, current will be increases. Okay, now this is the exact function of variable resistance. This is the any type of voltage source, that is DC voltage source is connected. Then this is the switch, that is open or close the circuit. Now this is the exact concept of self-induced EMF. Okay, then we have to need second type is mutual induced EMF. Okay, this is very important point. It is mutual induced EMF. Any questions regarding self-induced EMF? It is very simple topic. Okay, then we have to explain mutual induced EMF. Any questions regarding this point? Anyone? Tell me. Any questions in your mind? Then please tell me. Okay, no problem. Then second one is mutual induced EMF. Okay, now this is the diagram of mutual induced EMF. Okay, now this is the first conductor, this is second conductor, this is voltage source is connected here, then this is the resistance is there, this is the self induced EMF, and total is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay, then the magnetic flux passing through conductor. Okay, now this is the magnetic flux. Then this magnetic flux linking with conductor, then EMF get induced. Then after EMF get induced, this magnetic flux linking with other conductor, that is, this is the second conductor and this is the first conductor. That means induced EMF in first conductor is linking with another conductor is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay, then that means the magnetic flux, that is phi m, magnetic flux phi m is passing through one conductor to another conductor is called as mutual induced EMF. That means magnetic flux from coil A is linking to the coil B is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay, and also in which the current flowing from one conductor or coil, any type of will be considered. That is, in diagram you have to consider conductor or coil will be depend on you, that is coil or conductor. Then we have consider conductor or we have consider coil. will be depend on you. That is, in which we have to need first EMF. That is, EMF induced in one conductor or one coil is linking to the other coil or other conductor. Then this type of induced EMF is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay. Then the overall operation of the mutual induced EMF will be depends on Faraday's law. The Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction is E is equal to N d phi by dt. This is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. That is, induced voltage, number of turns, N means number of turns is there, then flux, that is phi is there. Okay, that is phi A. That means the overall operation of mutual induced EMF will be depends on Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. That means the EMF induced in coil B or conductor B is called as mutual induced EMF. That means induced EMF in coil B, is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay, now this is the second type of the statically induced EMF is mutually induced EMF. Okay, now this is the second type. Second type is very important in statically induced EMF. Okay. Then next point is self-inductance. Its symbol is capital EL. Okay. Then the self-inductance is defined as we have considered one coil. This is the one coil. Okay. This is the one coil that opposes any change in amount of current flowing through it. That means the property of coil opposes change in current flowing through it. Opposes any change in current flowing through it is called as self-inductance or inductance. That means this is the coil. Okay. And current flowing through it. That is, current I is there. And the property of self-inductance is opposed to the current. Is called as self-inductance. And also the property of self-induced EMF in coil will be depend on changing current. That means if changing current take place in coil, then self-inductance is opposed to the changing current present in coil. Now this is the important concept of self-inductance. That is, self-inductance is opposes or self-inductance present in coil, and the property of coil that opposes any change in current flowing through it is called as self-inductance or inductance. Okay. Then the self-induced EMF will be depends on direction of applied voltage. That means self-induced EMF will be depends on direction of applied voltage, and this overall concept of inductance is called as self-inductance. Okay, now this is the definition and the properties of self-inductance. That means we have considered one coil, and the property of coil that opposes any change in current flowing through it is called as self-inductance or inductance. Okay, now this is the concept of self-inductance. Then this self-inductance can be calculated with the help of three methods. That is, first method, second method, and third method. Okay, now we have to calculate self-inductance with different methods. Okay, then this is the first method of the self-inductors. That means the first method is the magnitude of induced EMF or magnitude of self-induced EMF, that is E is there, is directly proportional to the inductance and change in current flowing through it with respect to time is called as first method. That means induced EMF is directly proportional to the change in current with respect to time. Okay, then L is equal to, we have arranged this equation, L is equal to, then rearrange equation for L is equal to E upon di by dt. Now this is the first method. Okay, then second method. Okay, the second method is defined as the flux linkage of the coil and current are known. That means in which the flux linkage of the coil is very important and current also known. Then we have to calculate inductance using second method. Okay, then E is equal to L di by dt, already used here, that is E is equal to L di by dt. Then we have separate L and I is there, that is L and I we have taken the separate, that is E is equal to d by dt L into I. Okay, we have separate here, that is E is equal to di by dt L into I, that is we have taken the separate derivative of L into I. Then also we have taken the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, that means whole working of the self inductance will be depends on Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, that is E is equal to N d phi by dt. Then we have separate number of turns and flux, that is N phi. Okay, then in these two equations, left hand side is same, that is E is equal to and E is equal to. Then we are taking the left hand side and right hand side, both are equal, that is we have taken the d by dt get cancel is there, then Li is equal to N phi. Okay, that is Li is equal to N phi. Then rearrange equation for L is equal to N phi upon A. Now this is the inductance, then we have to calculate with the help of second method. Okay, that means self inductance calculated with the help of second method is L is equal to N phi divided by I, and first method we have to calculate N is equal to E upon the rate of change of current with respect to time. That means in first method we have to calculate inductance is L is equal to E upon di by dt, and second method we have to calculate inductance L is equal to N phi divided by I. Now this is the second method. Now we have to need next method is third method. Okay, then in third method we have to calculate self inductance, that is L. Okay, then next method is L, that is third method. Okay, now this is the, we have considered solenoid. Okay, now this is the solenoid and number of turns wound is there. Okay, that is the number of turns and current will be flowing through it. Okay, now this is the current is there, that is this is the incoming current is there flowing through it, then this is the outgoing current. Okay, that is the, this is the incoming current and this is the outgoing current. Then the inductance, the formula is there, that is L is equal to N d phi by dt. This is the normal formula of the inductance, that is the self inductance is directly proportional to the number of turns and rate of change of flux with respect to time. Okay, then now but phi is equal to mmf upon reluctance, then mmf is ampere turn, that is N into I. There is a no units for N and I ampere, that is ampere turn, that is N I. But the formula of reluctance is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 upon mu 0 into mu r. Okay, now this is the formula of reluctance, that is phi is equal to mmf upon reluctance is equal to n into I upon L upon A mu 0 mu r. Okay, now we have to take on the derivative, that is differentiating phi with respect to I, that means the derivative of I is 1. Okay, then d phi by I, that is we are taking the differentiating phi with respect to I, that is d phi upon I di is equal to n is as it is, and this divided, this goes to the multiplied to the upper side. Okay, that is n into A mu 0 mu r into L. The derivative of I is 1. Okay, that means derivative of I is 1. Okay, then the value of d phi by this value is put in this equation, that is L is equal to n d phi upon I, that is L is equal to, next equation is L is equal to n into, this is the value of d phi by d is put here, that is next equation is L is equal to n A mu 0 mu r upon L. Okay, then n square A mu 0 mu r upon L, but the formula of reluctance is L upon A mu 0 mu r. Now this is the multiplied term is goes to the divided by L upon A mu 0 mu r. That means reluctance formula is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 mu r. Okay, that means the reluctance formula is L upon A mu 0 mu r. That means in third method we have to calculate reluctance. This is the formula of reluctance we have to calculate it. It is L is equal to n square upon L into mu 0 mu r. Okay, that means this is the formula of reluctance. That means in self inductance we have to need first method, second method and third method to find out inductance. Okay, now this is the exact definition of self-inductance and expressions of self-inductance. Okay, now this is the important point of the self-inductance. Okay, then next problem based on self-inductance. It is very simple problem is there. Okay, now we have consider one solenoid. Okay, then solenoid consists of number of turns is 90 turns. Okay, that means n is equal to 90 turns. Then has a total flux, that is there, that is total flux is d phi is 1.33 10 raised to minus Weber. That means total flux, that is symbol is d phi through its air core, and coil current is 100 milliampere. That is current, coil current, total current is di, that is total current is there, di is 100 milliampere and d phi is 1.33 into 10 raised to minus 7 Weber per meter square. Then if the flux take time is 75 millisecond, that is time is dt is 75 millisecond, then we have to convert millisecond to second, that is 75 then multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3 because we have convert time millisecond to second. Okay, then also its level from 0 to maximum level, then calculate inductance. Okay, then calculate inductance of the coil and calculate induced EMF of the coil. That means in which we have to calculate two parameters, first inductance and second one is induced EMF. These two parameters will be calculated with the help of given data. Okay, this is the given data in problem is there. Okay, then these are the two important formulas there. That is, this is the formula of self-induced EMF, and second formula, that is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. That is, this is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and this is the formula of induced EMF. These two formulae is very important to find out. First, self-inductance and induced EMF in coil. Okay. Then in both EE are same, that is left hand side is same. Then we have taken the right hand side, that is L into di by dt is there, and N d phi by dt is there. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay. Then we have to need first calculate inductance. That is, we have arranged equation for L. That is, L is equal to N d phi by I. That means in which dt get cancel. Then L is equal to this is multiplied, goes to the divide. That is, L is equal to N into d phi by di. Okay. Then this is the formula to calculate self-inductance. That is, L is equal to N into d phi by I. Okay. Then N 900 turns is put here. Then d phi value is there. That is 1.33 is there. Then di value is there. That is 100 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then first we have to calculate self-inductance. L is equal to 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 3 Henry. That is 1.2 millihenry. Then first we have to calculate inductance of the coil. Then we have to calculate induced EMF. It is according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Then induced EMF is equal to N d phi by dt. Then N means 900 turns. Then d phi is there. It is 1.33 into 10 raised to minus 7. Then dt is there. That is 75 into 10 raised to minus 3 second. Okay. Then induced EMF E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 3 volt. That is, this is the induced EMF, that is 1.6 in 1.6 millivolt. That is 10 raised to minus 3. That is milli. We have taken the millivolt. That means first we have to calculate inductance of the coil. This is the inductance of the coil. Okay. Then we have to calculate second induced EMF. Now this is the induced EMF. Okay. And this is the inductance. Now this is the very simple problem, and in which we have to need first magnitude of induced EMF with respect to inductance with respect to number of turns. Okay, now this is the very simple problem based on self-inductance. Okay, now this is the concept of self-inductance. Then expressions of the self-inductance, we have to using three methods: first, second and third. And last one is the problem based on self-inductance. It's very important. Okay, now this is the important point in unit number first, that is self-inductance. Okay. Then next point is mutual induced EMF. Okay. Then mutual induced EMF point will be okay. Then in which we have to need mutual induced EMF. That means okay. Then in which the flux are linking with one coil to another coil is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay. Then that means the phi 1 and phi 2. That is, we have taken the phi 1 2 is called as mutual flux. That means mutual flux between coil A and coil B. Okay. Then in which we have to need two coils, that is two coil, that is coil A and coil B, placed adjacent to each other, and current I1 flows in coil A. That means current I1 is flowing through coil A. Then flux set up mutual flux, that is flux flowing through it, and this flux is called as mutual flux, that is 512. Okay, then in which the current in coil A, the current in coil A is varies, then mutual flux also varies. That means the current I1 increase, then flux will be increase, and EMF get induced in coil B. Then EMF get induced in coil B. Then this type of induced EMF is called as mutual induced EMF. And overall, the concept of mutual induced EMF is called as magnitude of mutually induced EMF. Okay, now this is the concept of mutual induced EMF, and it will be depends on two coil, coil A and coil B. Then current I1 is flowing through coil A, and this current also moving to coil B with the help of mutual flux, that is 512, and finally EMF get induced in coil B is called as mutual induced EMF. Okay, now this is the concept of mutual induced EMF. Okay. Then also in which we have to need concept of mutual induced EMF, and the mutual induced EMF in coil B, that is mutual induced EMF in coil B is directly proportional to the rate of change of current in coil A. That means induced EMF in coil B is always depends on coil A, but current flowing through in coil A. Okay, then mutual induced in coil B, EM, is directly proportional to the rate of change of current with respect to time in coil A. That means coil B is directly proportional to coil A. That is induced EMF is in coil B is directly proportional to the current flowing through in coil A. This is called as mutual induced EMF. And then we are taking the constant, that is EM is equal to M into dI1 by dt, that is in magnitude. This M is constant. This is called as mutual inductance between two coils, and the unit of mutual inductance is Henry, that is H, capital H. The unit of mutual inductance is Henry, that is H. Okay, now this is the concept of mutual induced EMF. Okay, then also in which we have to need to calculate expression. Okay, that is we have to calculate mutual inductance, and this mutual inductance calculated with the help of three methods, that is first method, second method and third method. Okay, then this is the first formula of the mutual induced EMF, that is EM is equal to M into dI1 by dt. I have already explained the formula of mutual inductance, that is EM is equal to M into dI1 by dt. Okay, then magnitude of mutual induced EMF, the magnitude of mutual induced EMF in one coil is directly proportional to the rate of change of current with respect to time in coil B is called as mutual induced EMF. And rearrange equation for M is equal to EM upon dI1 by dt. Now this is the first formula of the mutual inductance in first method. Okay, now very important formula of the mutual inductance is M is equal to EM upon dI1 by dt. Now this is the first method to calculate mutual inductance. Okay, now we have to calculate second method. We have to calculate mutual inductance using second method. Okay, same formula is there, EM is equal to M dI1 by dt. Same formula is there. Okay, then we have separate M and I1, that is M and I1, but the in mutual inductance will be depends on coil B or coil 2. Okay, it is coil B or coil 2. Then we have consider induced EMF in coil 2, that is we have taken the N2, that is we have considered coil B or coil 2. Then d phi 1 by dt, d phi 1 2, that is phi 1 2, that is called as mutual flux between coil A and coil B. Okay, that is EM is equal to N2 into d phi 1 2 upon dt, that is we have separate N2 and phi 1 2, that is d upon dt is N2 into phi 1 2. Okay, then left hand side the same is there, that is EM. Then we have taken the left hand side is equal to right hand side, then d by dt get cancelled, then EM is equal to EM I1 and EM is equal to N2 phi 1 2, then EM is equal to N2 phi 1 2 upon I1. Okay, then this is the mutual inductance calculated with the help of second method. Okay, and this is the first method. Okay, that means mutual inductance calculated with the help of induced EMF. Okay, and induced EMF will be generated in coil A and coil B, but mutual inductance is present in coil B. Okay, now this is the first formula of the mutual inductance, that is M is equal to EM upon d I1 by dt, then M is equal to N2 phi 1 2 upon I1. This is the mutual inductance of second method. Okay, now also one more method is pending, that is third method. Okay, now I think time is very less, but okay, no problem. Okay, then next method is third method. Okay, now this is the last method. Okay, then it is very simple method, also depend on first method and second method. Okay, now this is the coil A, coil B, then this is the number of turns from coil A, and this is the number of turns N2 from coil B is there. Okay, and this is the mutual flux between N1 and N2, that is phi 1 2. Okay, then current flowing through it, then EMF get induced in coil A is linking to the coil B is called as mutual inductance. Okay, then formula of mutual flux is phi 1 2 is there, is equal to MMF upon reluctance. Okay, then MMF from coil A, that is N1 I1 is put here, and reluctance formula is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 mu R. This is very important formula, it require from each and every method, that is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 mu R. Okay, then also phi 1 2 is there, and this I1 is goes denominator. Okay, that is phi 1 2 upon I1, then N1 A mu 0 mu R upon I1, sorry L, and this is the mutual inductance of second method. In previous slide we have to calculate mutual inductance with the help of second method. Okay, that is M is equal to N2 phi 1 2 upon I1. Okay, then the value of phi 1 2, that is called as mutual flux, that is phi 1 2 upon I1 is there. Okay, and the value of the phi 1 2 I1 is put here. Okay, that is M is equal to N2 into phi 1 2 I1 value is there. Then next equation is M is equal to N1 N2 A mu 0 mu R upon L. Okay, then this A mu 0 mu R is goes to the reciprocal of L, that is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 mu R. Okay, that means M is equal to N1 N2 and the formula of reluctance is S is equal to L upon A mu 0 mu r. That is, we have put reluctance formula S. Okay, then in third method we have to calculate mutual inductance. Okay, M is equal to N1 N2 upon reluctance S. Okay, now this is the third method to calculate mutual inductance.